Most people believe that if something comes from nature, it must be harmless, especially when it comes to fruit. For decades, we've been told to eat more fruit for better health. But what almost no one tells you is that as we get older, our bodies process certain fruits very differently than they did in our younger years. What once gave you energy and vitality can, in later life, trigger inflammation, drain strength from your legs, and make everyday movement more difficult. The truth is, not all fruits are friendly to aging muscles, joints, and circulation. In fact, some of the most popular choices, fruits you might be eating every day, can slowly undermine your mobility without you realizing it. The changes aren't always dramatic at first. It might start as a little heaviness in your calves after a walk, stiffness in your knees after sitting, or swelling in your ankles by evening. These signs are often dismissed as just getting older, but for many they are the body's quiet response to the wrong fuel. One of the most common culprits is pineapple. It's often praised for its enzyme bromelain, which is known to help with digestion and inflammation. But for people over 60, pineapple's natural sugars and acidity can be a double-edged sword. As we age, our blood vessels, especially the tiny capillaries that feed the muscles and joints in our legs, become more delicate. The sugar rush from frequent pineapple consumption can cause spikes in blood glucose, and that in turn can damage these vessels over time. The acids in pineapple add another layer of irritation, promoting low-grade inflammation in tissues that are already more sensitive with age. If you have arthritis, poor circulation, or joint stiffness, these effects can be magnified. The result: tired legs, swollen ankles, and knees that don't bend as easily as they used to. And if you take certain medications like blood thinners, pineapple's bromelain can interfere with them, increasing bruising and prolonging soreness after even minor bumps. Another fruit that's often misunderstood is the banana. For decades, it's been hailed as the go-to snack for muscle health, thanks to its potassium content. Potassium is important for nerve and muscle function, but bananas, especially ripe ones, are also high in fast-absorbing sugars. In an older body, these sugars are processed more slowly, leading to spikes in blood sugar followed by dips in energy. Over time, these fluctuations can encourage fat to accumulate around the legs and midsection, weaken circulation in the lower limbs, and reduce the oxygen supply to working muscles. This means your legs fatigue faster, your recovery after activity is slower, and climbing stairs can start to feel like a bigger effort. For some, bananas can also promote water retention, especially in those with heart conditions. That extra fluid tends to pool in the ankles and feet, making walking uncomfortable and balance less steady. Grapes are another deceptively innocent fruit. They're small, sweet, and easy to snack on without thinking, but grapes are high in fructose, a type of sugar that's metabolized in the liver. In excess, fructose is more likely to be converted into fat and uric acid than used as quick energy. Elevated uric acid can trigger gout, one of the most painful joint conditions, particularly in the feet and ankles. Even without gout, grapes can quietly increase inflammation throughout the lower body, aggravating stiffness and swelling in the knees, calves, and hips. The danger is that grapes are easy to overeat. You might have a handful here and there throughout the day, without realizing you've consumed the sugar equivalent of several desserts. That steady drip of sugar and fructose keeps inflammation smoldering, making the legs feel heavier and less responsive over time. Even fruits that seem light and hydrating can have hidden drawbacks. Take watermelon. On a hot day, a chilled slice feels refreshing, and with its high water content, it's often seen as an ideal snack for hydration. But watermelon has one of the highest glycemic indexes of any fruit, meaning the sugar it contains hits your bloodstream quickly. For someone with diabetes, prediabetes, or reduced circulation, a common reality after 60, those rapid spikes in blood sugar can do more than just sap energy. They can cause oxidative stress and inflammation inside the blood vessels that keep your legs strong and steady. The body also tends to retain fluid in response to these spikes, leading to swelling in the feet, ankles, and knees. This can make mobility painful and contribute to a gradual decline in leg strength and stamina. Oranges are another example of a fruit that's not as universally safe as it seems. They're rich in vitamin C, which supports the immune system and collagen production, but they're also high in citric acid. In an aging body, excess acid can aggravate the joints, wearing down already delicate cartilage and making arthritis or bursitis worse. If you start your day with orange juice, the problem can be even more pronounced. Juice concentrates the sugars from several oranges into one glass, creating a sugar and acid load that hits your system all at once. The result can be stiffness, swelling, and soreness in the lower body that builds over time. For someone in their 60s or beyond, those subtle daily insults can add up to reduced range of motion, more discomfort during walks, and less stability when standing. Green apples might seem like a safe low-sugar choice, but their crisp, tart bite hides high levels of malic acid. While malic acid can be helpful in small amounts, in older adults with sensitive joints or conditions like fibromyalgia, it can exacerbate muscle soreness and joint pain. Combined with the natural sugars in the apple, this acid can also contribute to blood sugar fluctuations, reduced circulation, and less oxygen delivery to the muscles of the legs. That translates into tired calves, achy thighs, and a heavier feeling when you climb stairs or walk uphill. Perhaps the most surprising fruit on the list is mango. It's sweet, soft, and often seen as a healthy indulgence, but a medium-sized mango can contain more sugar than a can of soda, up to 45 grams. In a younger person, the body can usually handle that much sugar with less trouble, but in older adults, insulin response is slower and blood sugar stays elevated for longer. That prolonged exposure promotes inflammation in soft tissues like the knees and ankles, leading to swelling, reduced endurance, and increased discomfort during movement. Mango's sugar load can also irritate nerve endings, worsening tingling or burning sensations in the feet for those with neuropathy or diabetes. What makes all of these fruits particularly tricky is that their negative effects often build up slowly. You might not connect the stiffness in your knees or the swelling in your ankles to the fruit you've been eating for years, but over time, the wrong choices can erode leg strength, limit mobility, and make the simple joy of walking more challenging. The good news is that the solution isn't to give up fruit altogether. It's to choose the varieties that work with your body instead of against it. There are fruits that can help reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and support the muscles and joints you depend on every day. By making small, thoughtful swaps, you can still enjoy sweetness and variety in your diet while protecting your legs, your independence, and your quality of life. Protecting your legs and joints as you age isn't about giving up all of life's pleasures. It's about finding the foods that deliver comfort and enjoyment while actively supporting the systems that keep you moving. When you choose fruits that nourish without overstimulating your blood sugar, aggravating your joints, or straining your circulation, you set yourself up for more energy, less pain, and better balance. The benefits can be felt not only in the legs, but also in your mood, memory, and overall vitality. One of the best allies you can add to your diet is the family of berries. Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, and strawberries are naturally low in sugar compared to many other fruits, but rich in antioxidants that combat inflammation throughout the body. These compounds protect the delicate blood vessels in your legs, support healthy circulation, and guard against oxidative stress that can stiffen joints and slow recovery after activity. The fiber in berries also slows down the release of sugar into your bloodstream, keeping your energy levels steady. Even a small handful a few times a week can make a noticeable difference over time. Lighter steps, less swelling, and a stronger sense of control over your movements. Cherries deserve a special mention for anyone dealing with arthritis or gout. Their deep red color comes from anthocyanins, natural plant pigments that have been shown to reduce uric acid levels in the blood and calm joint inflammation. For someone who's experienced the searing pain of a gout flare or the stiffness of arthritic knees, that's no small thing. Fresh cherries are ideal, but frozen or unsweetened dried cherries can still offer benefits when fresh isn't available. Adding them to your breakfast or as a snack in the afternoon can provide a subtle but consistent layer of protection for your joints. Avocado, though technically a fruit, plays an entirely different role in your health. It's low in sugar, rich in healthy fats, and loaded with potassium and magnesium, minerals that help relax muscles, regulate fluid balance, and reduce cramping. The monounsaturated fats in avocado act as natural joint cushions, easing stiffness and improving comfort during movement. Unlike fruits that cause blood sugar spikes, avocado helps keep insulin levels steady, so you're not left with the energy crashes that can make your legs feel heavy and unsteady. A few slices on whole grain toast, blended into a smoothie, or served alongside a salad, can make a real difference in how your legs feel throughout the day. Papaya is another gentle option for aging, digestion, and joint health. Its natural enzymes, including papain, help break down proteins more efficiently, easing the load on the digestive system. This means less bloating, less pressure on your abdomen, and better nutrient absorption, benefits that indirectly support the muscles and nerves in your legs. Papaya is also rich in vitamins A and C, both of which play a role in maintaining healthy connective tissue and supporting immune function. Its softness makes it an excellent choice for anyone with dental issues or reduced appetite, and its mild sweetness satisfies without overwhelming your blood sugar. Pears, often overlooked, are a fruit worth rediscovering. They provide natural sweetness paired with a high fiber content that slows digestion and moderates blood sugar response. This makes them a good alternative for those who crave something juicy without risking a spike that could sap energy from the legs. Pears also contain compounds that promote healthy blood vessels, and their gentle texture makes them easy to incorporate into meals. For seniors who struggle with constipation, the fiber in pears can also promote regularity, which is more important to overall energy and mobility than many people realize. Kiwi fruit offers a powerful combination of vitamin C, potassium, and antioxidants, all in a small, low-sugar package. Its vitamin C content supports collagen production, which is critical for maintaining the structure of cartilage and ligaments in the knees and ankles. Collagen helps keep these tissues strong and flexible, reducing the risk of injury and improving the comfort of movement. The potassium in kiwi supports healthy nerve function and muscle contractions, making it easier for your legs to respond quickly and maintain balance. And because kiwi is naturally lower in acid than citrus fruits, it's less likely to irritate sensitive joints or trigger inflammation. Even apples, when chosen wisely, can be a supportive part of your diet. Red or yellow varieties tend to be less acidic than green apples, making them gentler on joints while still offering fiber and antioxidants. The key is moderation and pairing them with a source of protein or healthy fat, like a small piece of cheese or a handful of nuts, to keep blood sugar stable. This simple habit can turn an ordinary snack into one that sustains your energy and supports leg health instead of undermining it. The shift toward leg-friendly fruits doesn't require a complete overhaul of your eating habits. Often it's as simple as swapping one fruit for another or adjusting how much and how often you eat the higher sugar, higher acid varieties. If you've been eating pineapple daily, you might replace half your serving with papaya. If bananas are your go-to snack, try alternating them with berries or sliced pear. Small, consistent changes can lead to steady improvements in how your legs feel, less swelling, greater stamina, and more confidence in your steps. It's important to remember that fruit is just one part of the larger picture. Hydration, balanced meals, and regular gentle movement all play roles in maintaining leg strength and mobility. But because fruit is often eaten daily, it can either be a constant source of support or a quiet source of strain. By making thoughtful choices, you ensure that every bite is working in your favor. When your legs are strong, your world feels bigger. You're more willing to go for a walk, meet friends, explore new places, and handle everyday tasks without hesitation. That freedom is worth protecting, and it starts with respecting the small but powerful ways your diet shapes your mobility. The fruits you choose today can determine how steady and pain-free your steps feel months or even years from now. Think of your legs not just as muscles and joints, but as your connection to independence. They carry you through the life you want to live. When you feed them well, you're not just preventing problems. You're actively building a foundation for more enjoyable years ahead. That's why these decisions matter so much. Every smart choice is an investment in yourself, one that pays back in the currency of movement, freedom, and dignity. You've worked hard for the life you have now. You've earned the right to walk without pain, to stand tall without fear of losing your balance, and to keep doing the things that bring you joy. By understanding which fruits support your legs and which ones hold them back, you take a simple but profound step toward protecting that freedom, and it's never too late to start. Whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, your body will respond to better choices. The changes may be gradual, but they will come. Lighter steps, easier mornings, more energy in the afternoon, and the peace of mind that comes from knowing you're doing something good for yourself every single day. This isn't about restriction, it's about intention. Choosing fruits that keep your blood sugar steady, your joints calm, and your circulation strong is a quiet but powerful act of self-care. It's one of the easiest and most enjoyable ways to influence how your body feels and functions. And in the end, that means more than any number on a chart or label. It means living in a body that supports the life you want to lead.